Knees go wide, big toes touch. Your arms can be outstretched long over your head. You can come up onto your fingertips and kind of create a tent with your hand, and that kind of gives you a little bit more stretch in the upper back and shoulders. Or if you want more of a relaxing pose, you can bring your hands along the sides of your body with your hands back by your feet. So take whichever variation feels good for you today. And as always, allow your eyes to close if that feels good for you. And just start to settle in on your mat, leaving everything else from the day behind. Give yourself these next 30 minutes to focus on you. Bring your attention to your breath. And use that as your focus point throughout the practice today. See if you can deepen and slow down the breath. And see if you can keep that constant throughout the practice, even during the movement. So this is a flow-based class, meaning that you flow between the movements, one breath per movement. So as you go through the practice, focus on always inhaling as you're rising and exhaling anytime that you're kind of closing or rounding. Maybe take the time to create an intention for your practice today. It can just be one word. Something that you want to focus on. Maybe someone that you want to dedicate the practice to. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, slowly rise to a tabletop position. Wrists directly below your shoulders, knees directly below the hips. Really pushing firmly through the hands, fingers spread wide. And then from here, we'll reach our right hand up and just slowly begin to draw circles. Very slow. Kind of opening up the shoulder here. And see if you can pair it with your breath. Inhale as your arm goes up, and then exhale as it comes down and around. So go about 3 circles in one direction, moving with your breath, and then 3 directions in the opposite direction. Nice and slow, intentional movements. See if you can stay connected with your body. Maybe your gaze follows your hand as it circles. And then once you've completed that cycle, moving at your own pace, right hand comes back to the mat, and then we'll lift our right leg and bring the toes tucked to the back of your mat. And from here, just kind of slowly rock forward and backward on your toes. And kind of feel the stretch in the right calf here. Rock forward and back. Again, moving with your breath. And then after you've done that a few times, lift the foot off of the mat. Keep a flat back here, inhale, and then exhale, draw the right knee to tap the right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg long, foot is flexed. And then exhale, draw it in, tap the elbow. One more time, extend, breathe in. Exhale, tap. Extend one more time, inhale, And then on the exhale, plant the right foot at the left corner of your mat. And then gaze over your left shoulder and feel the right side body stretch here. Kind of like a dog trying to find its tail. Breathe here, send the breath to the right rib cage. This feels really good to me for some reason. And then slowly lift the foot and bring it back into a tabletop position. We'll take it to the other side. So inhale, left arm rises, and then start drawing those slow circles in one direction. Moving with your breath. And once you've completed 3 rounds in one direction, take it the other. And then once that comes to a close, left hand comes to the mat. Lift the left leg, flex the foot, and bring it down towards the mat. And just rock forward and back gently. Find a slight stretch in that calf. And then lift the left toes off the mat. Inhale, exhale, left elbow, left knee, tap. Inhale, extend, foot is flexed. And then exhale, tap. Round through the spine, engage the core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, one more time and tap. Inhale, extend, and then left foot finds the right corner of your mat and gaze over your right shoulder. Find that stretch on the left side of your body. Breathe here. And then at the end of that exhalation, we'll come back to a tabletop and then flow through a few cat-cow variations here. So as you inhale, the tailbone and the gaze lifts, the belly drops. And as you exhale, you tuck the chin, round the spine, and your eyes go to your thighs. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow, shoulders down away from the ears. And exhale, eyes to thighs. And then from here, tuck your toes and send your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Really push through the palms of your hands. See if you can lift your hips and your tailbone 1 inch higher. Relax any tension in the neck. And then take a deep bend in the knees, gaze between your hands, step or hop to the front of your mat, and allow your torso to hang heavy for a ragdoll. Find a gentle bend in the knees. Allow your torso to rest against the thighs, and maybe sway from side to side here. And shake your head yes and no. And then we'll slowly begin to rise 1 vertebrae at a time for mountain pose. Palms facing forward, rooted through 4 corners of the feet. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach the arms skyward. And then exhale, fold at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. And then exhale, plant your hands and step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward to prepare, so shoulders come over the wrists. And then exhale, lower down halfway. You can either come down on your knees and lower down, or you can do that on your tippy toes. Push up, heart goes forward for cobra or up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze between your hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach skyward. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll go through that sun salutation 1 more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Gaze between your hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach skyward. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes and just take a moment here. Feel your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And then from here, you can open your eyes if they weren't already. We'll move into a chair pose from here. So your feet can be hips distance apart if you need more stability, or you can bring the big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Sink the hips down low. Arms can either go up, biceps by your ears, or straight in front of you, whichever is more comfortable. See if you can take out any arch in the back here. So tuck your tailbone under. And then from here, we're going to move into an eagle pose. So we'll lift our right foot. And you can either, I'm going to turn around so you can see. You can either kind of use your foot as a kickstand, or you can lift the right leg, the toe hovers. Or if you have the flexibility, you can bind your right ankle on your left calf. So right leg goes over and right arm goes under for eagle arms. And just hold this here for a moment, breathe here. See if you can lift your elbows as high as your shoulders and draw your knees to midline if you notice that they're kind of moving to one side or the other. From here, keep the eagle arms and then unwind the right leg, send it back for warrior 3. See if you can bring the elbows 1 inch forward. And then bring the hips down to face the mat like headlights. And then I'm going to turn around. From here, we'll lower the right leg into a crescent pose from here. So you're on the balls of the right foot, deep bend in the left knee, arms reach high, inhale, left knee stacked over left ankle, and then exhale, open up for warrior 2. Gazing over your left middle fingers, strengthen the arms, deep bend in the left knee. Your right outer edge of the foot is all the way against the mat. Inhale, straighten the left knee and sweep the left arm up and over for reverse triangle. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in the left knee. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow comes to the left knee. Right arm reaches up and over. Gaze up at the left pinky. See if you can spiral the chest open. You can stay here, or your left hand can come down to the mat, whichever is most comfortable for you. And then from here, right hand comes to the mat. Left leg goes back, and we'll move into a side plank, opening to your left. Inhale here, left arm reaches high. And then exhale, left hand comes down, high plank, and then option to flow through a vinyasa here, or meet us in down dog. Find your ujjayi breath. And then from down dog or child's pose, wherever you were, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Hold it here. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Breathe here. And then we'll shift our weight into our right foot, moving into eagle on the left. So left leg over, left arm under. See if you can stack the shoulders on top of the hips and lift the elbows a little bit higher. Squeezing the thighs together. And then we'll go ahead and unwind the left leg, send it back for warrior three. Eagle arms stay. Left foot is flexed. Hips are square. And then left leg lands at the back of the mat. Unwind the arms and find your crescent pose. Inhale here. Exhale, open to your left for warrior two. Gaze over your right middle finger. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Arm sweeps over for reverse triangle. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Inhale, keep the bend, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Heart spirals open to the sky. Gaze up at the left pinky. And then from here, top hand comes down, right leg goes back, side plank. You can always take the variation of bottom knee down. And then shoulders are stacked one on top of the other. Breathe here, lift the hips. And then top arm comes down. You'll find yourself in a high plank, and then option to flow through a vinyasa here. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog or child pose. And then take a breath here. Gaze between your hands. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. So same flow, we're just gonna add a little bit to it. Right leg lifts, eagle legs, right leg over, right arm under. And then we'll take our elbows to lower down and tap our knees. So kind of like a crunch, and then lift up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Find your balance. Exhale, tap. Oh, my balance is off today. And inhale, lift. One more time, exhale, tap, and as your elbow taps the knee, send the right knee back for warrior three. Warrior three, arms stay. Eagle arms stay. Right foot lands, unwind the arms for crescent pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. This time on your exhale, we're gonna send it forward for half moon. So left hand comes down, right hand goes high. Right leg lifts. Gently land back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. Option to do a half bind here. The right arm wraps behind the back and finds the left hip crease. Or you can do a full bind. So then the left arm goes underneath and grabs the right hand behind. You can stay here if you like. Or if you want to play with your balance, you can begin to move the right leg forward, kind of heel toe it in. And then lift the left foot and find your way into bird paradise. So you begin to balance on the right leg. And then maybe you can extend the left leg, depending on your flexibility. Wherever you are is just perfect. We'll meet back in extended side angle. And then top hand comes down, moving to your side plank here. Shoulders and hips are stacked. Left hand comes down, option to flow through a vinyasa here, or meet us in down dog. Moving at your own pace, moving with your breath. From down dog, gaze between your hands, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, find your chair pose. Arms reach high. Feet down low. And then this time we'll do eagle on the left. So left leg over, left arm under. Find your drishti. So find a spot that doesn't move and focus on it. And from here, inhale, exhale, elbows to knees, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap, and as you touch the knee, send the left leg back for warrior three. Eagle arms stay. Square the hips. Left foot is flexed. From here, gently land into your crescent pose. Unwind the arms, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. And this time on your exhale, send your weight forward for half moon, other side. Left arm up, right arm down. And then from here, we'll gently land into our warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Take whatever variation you did on the other side. So you can stay here. You can find the half bind. Maybe you play with the full bind. Maybe you play with the bird of paradise. Kind of stepping your left foot in. And maybe you just balance on the right toe tip. That's okay. Maybe you just hover for a minute. That's okay. Maybe you can stand and possibly extend your leg. If you don't try it, you never know. We'll meet back in extended side angle. And then left hand comes down. Right foot goes back. And we'll move into a side plank. This time opening to your right. Right arm high. Right hand comes down. Option to flow through a vinyasa here. Or go straight to down dog. Whatever you choose, whatever your body needs. Moving with your breath. And then whether you ended in down facing dog or child's pose, wherever you are, just take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. 2 more times, deep breath in. Part the lips. Last time. And from here, we'll slowly come down towards the mat. And we'll lie down on our backs. We'll move into a bridge pose here. So option to do your standard bridge pose. You walk your heels in towards your seat so that maybe your fingertips can graze your heels. Forearms firmly into the mat. And then use your feet to push your hips up. Try not to squeeze your glutes here. Maybe you can kind of roll your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands underneath. and draw the knees in towards each other. So stay here if that feels good to you. If you want a little bit of glute action, you can walk your feet out a little bit farther, about 3/4 distance, and then come up onto your heels so your toes are lifted. Bring your hips back up if they lower down, and then just begin to lower the hips towards the mat and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So do that 3 more times. Really pushing through the heels of your feet. And you should be feeling some fire, some action in the seat here. And you can lower everything down to the mat. Release everything there. And then option to take one more bridge, if you like. Or you can try wheel pose. So if you want to try wheel pose, you bring your hands beside your head, fingers pointing towards your toes. Walk your heels in, and then push with your heels and the palms of your hands to lift up. Maybe you hold it for a second. Maybe you can stay there for 5 minutes. Just try it. And then whether you are in bridge or wheel, begin to make your way down towards the mat. We'll come into a seated position, and we'll draw our right knee in. Left leg extends long, toes are flexed. Right hand comes behind you, left arm reaches high. Inhale here, and then exhale, twist. So left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and your gaze is over your right shoulder. Inhale, length of spine. Exhale, twist through the thoracic spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe find a little bit more of a twist. We'll release and switch to the other side. Left hand comes behind, right arm reaches up. Inhale. And then exhale, twist everything out. Bring out the spine. Gaze over your left shoulder. Right toes are flexed. Inhale, create length. Exhale, find a twist. And then slowly release back to center. Both legs go long, feet are flexed towards your face. Arms sweep up big, scoop up all the air. Exhale, forward fold. Hands land wherever they go. And then round when you need to. Let everything go, release the tension in your neck and your shoulders. Just allow everything to relax here. And from here, we'll slowly roll everything down towards the mat. And have to scoot forward a little bit. We'll draw right knee into chest, give it a good squeeze, and then kind of rotate it out towards the armpit and squeeze there. Inhale, and exhale, send it across the body for a supine twist here. Left hand can rest on the right knee to facilitate that twist. Right arm can extend long against the mat with palm facing down. Or if you want to try a variation, you can bend the left leg in, heel towards the seat, and then maybe the right hand grabs the left foot. And then release everything back to center. Both knees to chest, give it a squeeze. Extend the right leg long, foot is flexed. And then give the left knee a squeeze in towards the chest. Then extend the knee towards the left armpit and squeeze. Inhale here. Exhale, send it across the body, twist. Right hand can come to the top of the left knee. Or if you took the variation on the other side, right foot bends in towards the seat, left hand grabs right foot. Try to keep the left shoulder against the mat. Breathe here. And then from here, make your way back to center. One last squeeze, both knees into the chest. And then we'll extend everything long here. Prepare for the final pose of the practice. Limbs can spread wide. Feet open to the sides. Eyes closed. Let go of anything that does not serve you right now. Just allow it to seep through the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Let go of control of the breath and soften your entire body. Allow everything to surrender into the mat. Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you're ready, and only if you're ready, begin to slowly wake the body. Take a deep breath and let it go. Take tiny movements in the fingers and toes. Maybe stretch long in both directions. And we'll draw hands to heart center. Thumbs touch the chest. Reconnect. And take a moment here just to express gratitude. Say something kind to yourself today. Thank yourself for showing up and doing a little self-care. The light in me sees and honors the light